History of Russia, Part 3. Let's go. If you want to go see extended content, bonus content, extra content, go over to our Patreon. Links in description box down below. And it's only £3 a month now. £3 a month. Get movie reactions as well.
Crazy.
That reminds me, we've got to do the movie reaction this month.
Yes. Hey, you know what? I'm watching now.
Away.
I can't, I'm sorry.
In the early 1700s, Peter the Great's reforms put Russia on the path to becoming a great European power. But it was his grandson's German wife, Catherine, who deposed her husband to become Empress of Russia, who oversaw the completion of that transformation. Like Peter, she too would be remembered as the Great.
Okay, so they both remembered as the Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, lay down. Go lay down.
Catherine was a student and admirer of the French Enlightenment.
Is it just me, or does she look like Lizzie?
She's got a,
She's got a Lizzie vibe to her.
Yeah, it's got like the old school Victorian dress of her, and yeah.
Yeah, I just felt like our good old departed Liz
We got
resembled her quite well.
And even corresponded with the French philosopher Voltaire.
Dirty French.
She reigned
Love
as
you
an
guys.
enlightened autocrat. Her power was unchecked, but she pursued ideals of reason, tolerance and progress. Catherine became a great patron of the arts and learning. Schools and colleges were built. The Bolshoi Theatre was founded,
I do want to see
as
some
well
of
as
these
the
buildings.
Imperial Academy of Fine Arts.
Okay.
While her own magnificent collection of artwork now forms the basis of the world-famous Hermitage Museum.
Ooh.
If anyone can get us like backstage access into these places, that would be insane.
That would be
because I'd
lit.
love to see some stuff that's normally hidden away from the general public. But yeah, honestly, that looks mad.
It does. I wonder how much of their art they sold, unlike us. They stole.
Yeah.
We stole everything.
Mate, we'd fucking anything that wasn't bolted down to the floor.
even if it was, we probably got a couple of spanners and took it off.
We definitely got the spanners out.
Catherine encouraged
Literally, we were
Europeans
the
to
biggest
move to
cartel
Russia
there was.
to share their
Thieving,
expertise
drugs,
and helped
murder,
German
you name
migrants
it,
to
we
settle
got
in
you.
the Volga region, where they became known as Volga Germans. Their communities survived nearly 200 years, until on Stalin's orders, they were deported east at the start of World War II.
Right, but we're not that far ahead.
Catherine's reign also saw enormous territorial expansion. In the south, Russia defeated the Ottoman Empire, winning new lands and the fortresses of Azov and Kerch.
Okay.
But then Catherine faced a major peasant revolt, led by the renegade Cossack Yemelyan Pugachev.
Renegade Cossack.
The rebels took many fortresses and towns and stormed the city of Kazan before they were finally defeated by the Russian army.
Wow, they got far though.
Yeah, mate. They took up a
Catherine
lot.
then forcibly incorporated the Zaporozhian Cossacks into the Russian Empire and annexed the Crimean Khanate, a thorn in Russia's side for 300 years.
Ooh, so they just took it.
Russia's
first
new
time.
lands in the south were named Novorossiya, New Russia.
Okay.
Sparsely populated, they were settled by Russian colonists under the supervision of Prince Potemkin, Catherine's advisor and lover.
Okay.
The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, exhausted by war and at the mercy of its neighbors, was carved up in a series of partitions, with Russia taking the lion's share. Poland did not re-emerge as an independent nation until 1918.
Yeah.
Russia inherited a large Jewish population from Poland, who Catherine decreed could live only in the so-called Pale of Settlement, and were excluded from most cities.
Yeah. Ooh.
In France, the French Revolution led to the execution of King Louis XVI. Catherine was
Heads
horrified,
and more heads.
and in the last years of her reign, completely turned her back on the liberal idealism of her youth.
Okay.
3 years later, Catherine died, ending one of the most glorious reigns in
She just
Russian
looks like
history.
she's fed up with that.
Oh, yeah.
She was succeeded by her son, Paul, a man obsessed by military discipline and detail.
Oh my god. I just looked at that man's fucking noggin.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
A man looks like a fucking alien. That is a receding hairline and a half, brother.
Hey, that's gone.
Opposed to all his mother's works.
Still got better hair than that.
Russia joined the coalition of European powers, fighting revolutionary France. Marshal Suvorov, one of Russia's greatest military commanders, won a series of victories against the French in northern Italy. But the wider war was a failure. Meanwhile, Paul's reforms had alienated Russia's army and nobility.
How
and
so?
he was murdered in a palace coup.
Oh.
He was succeeded by his 23-year-old
Right
son
down
Alexander,
and just slaughtered.
who shared
Now we know Alexander. We do know Alexander. Bipolar.
his grand.
I see you. You haven't liked the video yet. Why not? Go on, go like it. While you're at it, you know you want to subscribe. And if you want to go to our social medias, all the links you need are in the description box down below. And you might as well head over to our Patreon as well, where you can get extra bonus content if you're enjoying this. That link's in the description box down below. But we'll get straight back into the video. Love you guys.
vision for a more modern Russian state. His advisor, the brilliant Count Mikhail Speransky, reformed administration and finance. Yet the emperor refused to back his plans for a liberal constitution.
Yeah. Like that power
Ultimately,
for himself.
it was war with France that would dominate Alexander's reign.
Good old Napoleon. Putting a thorn in his ass.
I think he did more than that. He stuck a few more things in.
France
definitely
had a
did.
new emperor, Napoleon Bonaparte,
What?
who inflicted a
Come
series
on,
of
big
defeats
man.
on Russia and her allies.
One of the greats.
At Austerlitz, Eylau, and Friedland. But at Tilsit in 1807, the two young emperors met and made an alliance. Russia attacked Sweden, annexing Finland, which became an autonomous Grand Duchy within the Russian Empire.
Okay.
But then, in 1812, Napoleon invaded Russia.
That he did.
At
Yeah.
Borodino,
How did it go, Jack?
French and Russian armies clashed in a gigantic battle, one of the bloodiest of the age. Napoleon emerged victorious, but the Russian army escaped intact. Napoleon occupied Moscow, which was destroyed by fire. And when Alexander refused to negotiate, the French army was forced to make a long retreat through the Russian winter and was annihilated. Napoleon had been dealt a mortal blow, and Russia, alongside Prussia, Austria, and Britain, then led the fight back, which ended in the capture of Paris and Napoleon's abdication.
That it did.
Vive la
At the
France!
Congress of Vienna, as part of the spoils of war, Alexander became King of Poland. Then, with Austria and Prussia, he formed the Holy Alliance, with the aim of preventing further revolutions in Europe. Meanwhile, in the Balkans and Caucasus, Russia had been waging intermittent wars against the Ottoman Empire,
Okay.
Persia, and
know
local
that.
tribes. The frontier had been pushed south to incorporate Bessarabia, Circassia, Chechnya, and much of modern Georgia,
Okay.
Dagestan, Azerbaijan, and Armenia. But the
Very
peoples of the Caucasus bitterly resisted Russian rule. Russia's
I
attempt
don't know what
to
it is,
impose
right?
its
Yeah.
But to me, that, like
Yeah.
the way he's dressed,
Yeah.
I think I'd run more faster behind from him than I would the Napoleon Empire.
Yeah, man. That man is more intimidating than,
I feel like
than
he-
a bunch of
if he-
soldiers in blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple of them on horseback, mate.
Yeah, brother.
Gone.
I'm not even like gonna try and talk my way out
Nah.
of this situation. Like, yeah, I'm
And
doozy.
it's just such
Peace.
a simple
Peace.
dress wear, where he's got his dagger, he's got
Yeah.
his gun, and he's got his longsword there as well, I believe. That one there. I'm pretty sure that's a longsword holster, but it's just not in there.
That looks like a belt.
No, that's a sword. 100%. Yeah. Down below in the comments, let us know, is that a belt or is that a sword holster?
Because I do agree, it looked like a sword holster at
Like
first.
it's one of the ones that curves at the top.
It looked like that at first to me, but yeah, well, I'd say it. But yeah, let us know in the comments box.
Authority on the region led to the Caucasian War, a brutal conflict fought amongst the mountains and forests that would drag on for nearly 50 years. Alexander
warfare,
was succeeded by his brother Nicholas.
Okay, so how did Nicholas do?
Reactionary. But parts of Russian society had now developed an appetite for European-style liberalism, including certain army officers who'd seen other ways of doing things during the Napoleonic Wars.
Okay.
Yeah.
They saw Nicholas as an obstacle.
Okay.
And the new emperor's first challenge would be military revolt.
Is this the revolutions that we covered slightly?
Relies on the support of
Stop doing this!
Always.
Every time he does
Every
this,
time.
man.
I'm like, okay, let's get into the
Let's
next
get
bit.
into
Let's
it.
not get in.
No.
But no, definitely not. If you haven't already, head over to Epic History channel. They make amazing content. Make sure you're subscribed. That link's in the description box down below. If you enjoyed our reaction, looking forward to the next one, which we're literally jumping straight into, you know what you need to do. You need to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we will catch you in the next video.
See you in a second.